everyone. I'm going to talk about one of the fascinating branches of linguistics, that is morphology. We are going to explore morphology and uncover the secrets behind how words are built. We'll be exploring how words are formed and the various layers of meaning they hold. So let's break down the term morphology based on its roots. Morphology comes from word morph and logy. Morph originates from Greek and means form or shape. In linguistics, a morpheme is the smallest unit of language that carries meaning of grammatical function. And word logy also come from Greek and originally refers to the science of reasoning or the principle underlying a system. In this material, logic refers to the system and rules that govern how these morphemes and combine to form words and how changes in word form affect their meaning and grammatical function. So, simply put, morphology seeks to understand the rules and pattern behind word formation and the changes in their forms within a language.
Wow, that's good! Now, I'm going to discuss the next material. Let's go! The fundamental concept in morphology is the morpheme. What is the morpheme? Morpheme is the smallest meaningful unit in a language. A morpheme cannot be broken down into any smaller meaningful bit. For example, consider the word cat. Now, cat is one word in English, but it has two morphemes. Why? Because cat plus s. We all know what a cat means. It's furry, it has paws, whiskers, it meows, but there is this s suffix, which is also meaningful because denotes it's plural or more than one. Morpheme divided into two types. The first is free morpheme. Free morphemes are those that can stand alone as individual words in a language. Words like cat, dog, happy, laugh, and so on. They are all one morpheme. And of course, they can stand alone as individual word in a language. Free morphemes divided into two types again. The first is lexical morpheme. Lexical morphemes are free morphemes that carry the content, the meaning of messages we say. So there are things like verb, adjective, adverbs. They are pretty easy to define and they are open class. Our unit that can stand alone and convey meaning without the help of other morphemes. For example, word happy is free and not to divide it into a smallest unit. The second one is functional morpheme. Functional morpheme. These functional morphemes serve a more grammatical role by kind of being the glue that link together words in a sentence. So these include categories such as preposition, conjunction, articles, quantifier, and auxiliary. For example, and, the, some, in, and so on. The second type of morpheme is bound morpheme. Bound morpheme, a word part that cannot stand alone as a word but must be attached to another morphemes. Bound morphemes divided into two types again. The first is inflectional morphemes. Inflectional morphemes modify the grammatical class of word by signaling a change in number, person, gender, tense, and so on. But they don't shift the base form into another word class. For example, when house become houses. It is still a noun even though you have added the plural morphem s. The word houses here does not change its word class, only its meaning change to becomes plural or more than one because of the s suffix. The last one type of bound morphemes is derivational morphem. Derivational morphemes is the opposite of inflectional morphemes. Derivational morphemes constitute the second class of morphemes, and they modify a word according to its lexical and grammatical class. They result in more profound changes on base word. For example, the word style. Style is a noun, but if I make it stylish, then it is an adjective. So here, there is a change in class word where previously a noun becomes an adjective. Okay, those are the types of morphemes. Now we move on to the next material.
Alright, now I'm going to take over and talk about the next part. Let's keep going. Inflectional morphology is the study of process, including a fixation vowel change that distinguish word forms in certain grammatical categories. Inflectional morphology differs from derivational morphology or word formation in that inflection deals with change made of existing word, and derivation deals with the creation of new words. Inflectional affixes. There are a large number of derivational affixes in English. In contrast, there are only 8 inflectional affixes in English, all of which suffixes. The following inflectional suffixes serve a variety of grammatical function when added to specific types of words. The grammatical function, its suffix, is sound to the right of words. We only have 8 inflections, and these are non-plural s, for example, cats, Anna's cats. Sing is singing. Take is taken. Tall, taller, and tallest.
So the conclusion is, our material introduces morphology as the study of how words are formed and how their form and pattern create meaning in the language. It explained that the morpheme is the fundamental concept in morphology, defined as the smallest meaningful unit in a language. Morphemes are categorized into free morpheme, that is lexical and functional, and bound morphemes, inflectional and derivational.